Hey guys, my name is Dr. Springlock, a channel solely focused on explaining the many qualities of FNAF SFMs. The first two seasons of Zajcu37s' astonishing series have already been explained completely in my other two videos. Go check them out if you haven't already. This time we are going to be talking about the breathtaking experience that is known as Season 3 of Zajcu37's FNAF The Stories, also known as Springtrap's redemption arc to turn into a good animatronic. Zajcu37's time and effort put into this season actually upgraded to a much better experience from when he started in Season 1. This season is about 16 episodes long, so the first half will feature me, Dr. Springlock, talking about the details, the facts, and the aspects of the first half. The second half will feature a special guest that will explain it at his fullest. Allow me to introduce Zajcu37s, a fellow small YouTuber who is a huge fan of Zajcu37 and knows a lot more about this series than I do. With all that out of the way, YouTube likes to shadow ban us small YouTubers and it makes it hard for us to get noticed. In order to play your part in changing that, please hit the bid ready subscribe button, hit the thumbs up symbol, also known as the like button, hit the giant gray bell next to the subscribe button, because the notifications without it would not be presented to you. Without further ado, let's explain Zajcu37's FNAF The Stories Season 3. Alright guys, let's start with episode 1 known as The Unlucky Night. After watching the first time, it really wasn't my cup of tea. I did not enjoy it as much as I thought I would. I had a couple laughs at this part though. Above all, the only things I have grasped from this episode is Golden Freddy's disappearance and Bonnie getting angry with Toy Chica. Toy Bonnie having to focus entirely on him, though, was not enjoyable. It's just that I don't have a fondness for Toy Bonnie in real life. I just didn't like him from FNAF 2. He was very annoying in 1020 mode. Don't at me. If it was Freddy who had the bad luck, I would have enjoyed it a lot more than I did originally. Because in the previous episode, which was Season 1's Bad Dream, he did touch Springtrap, which means that he would have bad luck, wouldn't he? Alright, back to what I was saying. Springtrap is entirely absent from this episode, which was disappointing. It would have made a lot of sense to add at least a cameo since this episode takes place right after Season 1's Bad Dream, like I said before, and it's far superior than this one. Moving on. This episode was good. It was just filler. It really had nothing to do with the story. Besides, Bonnie and Toy Chica get into a little argument, I guess. Now, let's move on to episode 2. The next episode is called The First Problems. This episode was an improvement from the last one. Numerous plots happen in this episode, which is a problem, but it also has its moments. I did find myself laughing a couple times in this episode in certain moments. Springtrap finally makes his first appearance in this season. Shadow Freddy also makes a couple cameos in the shadows of the pizzeria at certain moments, which hypes up for what's to come. Though the side plot with Bonnie and Toy Chica having drama needs more work because it's being shoved down our darn throat. Excuse me. Freddy also has a fondness for Chica and practicing to ask her out. It's cringe but hilarious. Once again, this is a filler episode, but I kind of enjoyed this one more than the previous one. I liked it. Let's move on to episode 3, 4, and 5, which is a trilogy called The Awakening. This trilogy of episodes is called The Awakening. This trilogy is amazing and well made. It has its faults, but I was impressed. Springtrap was amazing through and through. I was not disappointed by his performances as a character or a villain. Maybe it's the biased love for Springtrap, but I know for sure you guys agree. Shadow Freddy pulling the strings is amazing as well. Honestly, Shadow Freddy being built up as the future villain is very amazing. Well, spoiler for Season 4. This trilogy finished with the end of Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria 3. Every single animatronic was easily picked off one by one. Springtrap could have easily ended their pathetic lives, but Shadow Freddy wouldn't allow it. Freddy finally got an answer from Chica, but Freddy felt like it was unnecessary now. Bonnie and Toy Chica never got the chance to recuperate their relationship. Everyone was reduced to props except for Springtrap and a couple lucky souls. Overall, this trilogy is worth the watch and has the best moments so far in the entire season. I really loved it. Alright, on to episode 6. This episode is called The Race Against Time. This episode focuses solely on Bonnie and the survivors waking up to pressure and time is on the essence situations. Golden Freddy appears to be still alive after his last encounter with Springtrap by transferring his soul to a new vessel within Bonnie. Golden Freddy explains his plan to eliminate Springtrap, but it requires saving the Phantoms and making sure Springtrap never leaves. Otherwise, the Phantoms will die. The pressure is real as well when Bonnie finds out that Toy Chica is dying from a damaged body. Bonnie, Toy Freddy, and JJ work together in amazing fashion to find Toy Chica a new costume. With only one slip up, Springtrap knows about their existence and their fate, and is now hellbent on their destruction. But luck is on their side. Shadow Freddy seemed to have cursed Springtrap to follow a child's laughter every time. The reason I explain this one more is because this is possibly my favorite episode so far. Not a single moment was I bored or confused. Every single second of this episode was very good and by far the best episode Zajcu37 has ever made. This episode is called Attack of the Phantoms. I like this episode. It continues the story, but at a very slow pace. Toy Chica is still trying to get used to her new body. She also finally reignites the flame with Bonnie. Toy Bonnie still works hard to keep Springtrap busy. Meanwhile, Phantom Freddy and Springtrap see Toy Chica and Golden Freddy and immediately get KO'd by their futuristic technology. Springtrap finally figures out that the Phantoms can take down the FNAF 3 equipment that has been bothering him so much. The Phantoms are successful, and Springtrap has finally reached the office. Bonnie, JJ, and Toy Chica are the first line of defense. Bonnie's about to go for the puppet, but is unsuccessful when Phantom Chica takes one for the team. Bonnie, with Golden Freddy's power, now has to save Chica from Springtrap's control. This episode is good. My only problem is how slow it was sometimes, but that's just my feelings. On to episode 8. This episode was actually a fun episode. Being called trapped in the mind, Bonnie now journeys through Chica's memories. Bonnie figures out things he has never heard of before, like Chica's fondness for him. Bonnie then finds Phantom Chica and gives her a gift, which frees her. Chica battles Springtrap in this amazing fight scene.
No.
But then Chica is outnumbered by the rest of the Phantoms and returns to the others. Bonnie also understands the incident with him and Toy Chica and fixes any wounds in the relationship. 1 month later, there is only one left, Phantom Freddy. Springtrap, irritated that he is losing, figures out a plan to possibly get an edge in this war. This plan might have something to do with Toy Chica's old costume. I actually recommend this episode, especially the small fight between Chica and Springtrap. The animation is good and the pacing was very well done, and I liked it. Hello everyone, I would like to introduce Zajcu37s to the stage. Zajcu37s is a new friend of mine who is going to explain the second half of Zajcu37s Season 3. He is new to this type of thing, so I want you to show him the utmost respect. Once he's done, I'll come back to you and I'll see how he did. And I want you guys to hit the like button and subscribe button. Make sure you subscribe to him. His channel will be in the link in the description below. To the end of the video, guys. Dr. Springlock signing off now.
Hello everyone, Zajcu37s here, and how you doing? Anyway, let's talk about the second half of Season 3. Unexpected meeting begins with Chica looking sad into Freddy, dead Freddy. And then Toy Chica confronts Chica, admitting her feelings towards Freddy. And she got pissed off, understandably. Well, that commotion is going on. Toy Freddy calls Toy Chica in the office and reveals to her that her old costume is complete and cleaned. Toy Freddy insists to get it, but Toy Bonnie refuses because he didn't see this box, and it's obviously a trap. So anyway, but Toy Bonnie warned Toy Chica not going there because it's dangerous. But Toy Freddy, but she didn't listen. Instead, going, instead, okay, stop. Damn it, man. I have my confidence, but now. They went outside and explained the plan. The plan is going in the back hallway to get the costume. Even though it's a trap, Springtrap will never know that they're coming, which backfires later. Anyway, going to the back, they saw it's a small pizzeria. It's like a small pizzeria. They wander a bit until Toy Chica head across to Phantom Freddy, the last Phantom to to be saved. The same thing in season two. Withered Freddy. Freddy is the last one that needs to be persuaded or to get rescued. Anyway, Toy Chica holds old Phantom Freddy's head and go to the memories. She stumbled across to the old pizzeria, but there's no one there. Instead of memories, it's empty, dark, hollow. She's all alone. But only there are hallucinations. Creepy, creepy sound music, and everything is dark. I mean, it's lit up, but there's no one there. She walks, trying to find Freddy or the box, but there's nothing there. Toy Chica saw. Toy Chica hears a banging sound in the kitchen. She investigates, and then the door flung open as Toy Chica fell on the floor and saw and Shadow Freddy reveal himself to her. Shadows of the past. Shadow Freddy. Ah, Shadow Freddy explained himself to be an entity that knows their every move, their feelings, their desires, anything. Shadow Freddy warns Toy Chica that there's something evil is approaching, and that's Nightmare. Oh yeah, I forgot. Toy Chica is going back to the Splings costume. Anyway, go back to the story. In 1983, Bear's Family Diner was founded. It consists with lovely animatronics, Brad Bear, Spring Bonnie, and a puppet. Everything is joyful. Everything is nice. Kids joy every day, but suddenly things all change when the repairman, or as like I call him, the engineer. The engineer here take care of the animatronics like it's their son, just repairing their endoskeletons and their heads. I'm not really good at technological stuff, so Please don't judge me. Anyway, the, the night guard, for some reason, to sabotage the repairman's work, which got him fired. His rage consumed him, and one day, where he wa- where he witnessed a where he stabbed a rag doll, but her daughter, saw it all, and that's to the point where her wife divorced him and leave the family. No family, no job, no money. Only he has to do is to kill the night guard. His last purpose on this life. And who knows after he kills the night guard what will happen to him. He goes back to the Fredbear's family diner once again to get revenge to the night guard. He controlled Fredbear, but it got backfired. Instead of killing the night guard, it killed him instead. He's dead. But suddenly his soul was rise up, and he found an abandoned object that will give him the power to conquer the universe. You know, but the lack of physical body, he cannot go into. Well, the lack of physical body, it backfires again. So Nightmare was dead again, but instead of being dead, the soul was split into four parts. The the giving of life, which the puppet possess, the teleportation and levitated, which Fredbear possess, and Spring Bonnie has the strength and control, which that explains his power in season 3. The last soul, however, is wandering during the location for many for years. For years. Fazbear Pizzeria, the first location, was open. It consists with animatronics and new animatronics. Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. Over there, the puppet split the souls into small parts. But then the poor wandering soul goes to Freddy's head. But he was, but the soul is weak. He can't control the robot. Fast forward in Fazbear's Pizzeria 2, he create a puppet, takes life, gives life to the toy animatronics, and split it into smaller parts. And that's how they were created. They can feel compassion, feel love, feel sad, feel jealous. Each one of their soul was belonged to a human who was deceased into a monster and became a creature called Nightmare. He wants to get out of Freddy's head and reclaim the souls. The plan is to destroy the ball and not allow Nightmare to go to Freddy's head. Go out into Freddy's head. But there's one catch. There's a traitor among them. They don't Shadow Freddy didn't know who the traitor is, but he's one of them. Is one of them. Tochika swears to find the traitor, and Shadow Freddy reveals that in the kitchen there's the box and Phantom Freddy. Tochika wakes up and still has her current costume, feeling sad, and said she did it. Stop. Toy Chica. Toy Chica tried to find Toy Freddy, but was stopped by Freddy, who's now in their side. Toy Chica gives Freddy the gesture, the same gesture that Freddy remembered in the first pizzeria, where she saw Toy Chica in a cape and a sword, doing the same salute into her. Anyway, Toy Chica found Toy Freddy while looking in a laptop. Toy Chica gets suspicious in Toy Freddy, so they go ahead to find a costume. Toy Freddy go first, and he found the costume, which Springtrap was there. Springtrap was Toy Freddy got ambushed by Springtrap, and honestly, they deserved it. they 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 know that it's a trap, and they didn't listen. So I guess that's a that's a BS move. Okay, so anyway, meanwhile, Phantom Foxy and Phantom Mangle wake up Bonnie to see that they found Phantom Freddy. Bonnie wants to say a word, but interrupted with Phantom Chica hugging Phantom Freddy in front of Bonnie. Well, Bonnie congratulates them and asks Freddy who freed her. It was Toy Chica. Bonnie approaches to the office and telling what's going on. Bonnie said this. So they didn't listen, so they're man, I gotta admit, if I was Toy Bonnie, I would say F you to them. Anyway, JJ helps. Anyway, Toy Chica was surrounded with Springtrap, telling her there's no escape. Well, JJ opened a door to Toy Chica, and then we get this awesome slow motion scene. What a good slow motion scene! And then we get to see Toy Chica's pretty face again. You know, the one without her beak. Springtrap doing a Saw type situation where where he let Toy Chica choose the costume over Toy Freddy. Well, anyway, Toy Chica goes back to the crew and greeted in disappointment. Toy Chica apologized, and Bonnie immediately forgives him. He didn't know. Toy Chica didn't know how to save Toy Freddy. Toy Bonnie has a plan. Since she saved Freddy, now they have to go summon Golden Freddy, while the other animatronic tried to distract Springtrap before Springtrap in order to complete the ritual. Torchica agrees to be the bait, but Bonnie disagrees first. But Torchica takes handles in her responsibility in her own hands and confronts Springtrap. She confronted Springtrap, and Springtrap gives her a decision to make, where he chooses the costume and Toy Freddy. And here's my take on this. And here's my take on the situation. Okay, what will you choose, Toy Chica? The costume or Toy Freddy? I give the costume with $50,000 in it. Money or friend? Just the money. Frick you, Toy Chica. Well, you're. Congratulations, Toy Freddy. You're dead. You're gonna be rusted with scraps. Anyway, that's not really actually happened. Toy Chica chooses Toy Freddy over her costume. Anyway, Bonnie, Bonnie begins the ritual of holding hands and saying now. And expected, Golden Freddy's back alive. But he didn't tell Bonnie, but he didn't know that he helped Bonnie. He helped Bonnie to save him. They were confused that whoever told them to save Golden Freddy, to restore Golden Freddy, wasn't him. We'll never know. Until in the fourth season, of course. Anyway, Springtrap has enough and decided to burn this place up. Golden Freddy tells them to urges them to get out of here, and he'll fight Springtrap for the last time. Stop. So, season 3 ends with the last Suffering trilogy. So anyway, Toy Chica and Toy Freddy escape while the building was exploding any time and falling apart. They reached to the others, and Toy Freddy unfortunately got damaged. Springtrap damaged his legs. Golden Freddy has a solution though. Though they'll teleport them. They'll teleport them and the bodies of their friends into the first location. Well, Golden Freddy has can't recharge it. Is not enough space for him. So he decided to kill Springtrap, or fight Springtrap at least, or convince him. So he teleports all of them and Golden Freddy. Freddy explores to Fazbear's Fright, now burnt. He explored and then crossed with a mad Springtrap, saying how wonderful it is. How wonderful! How beautiful! I should have done this sooner, earlier. Soon there's nothing left. And then when the fire comes, we'll come to hack. Anyway, Golden Freddy confronts Springtrap and explains and tell him why he do this. Springtrap replies this. Because I like to destroy and wreak havoc. Now I'm just gonna wait for an awesome explosion. You're mad. Yes. And tonight, I'll kill you once. And for all. You're wrong, my dear brother. In this building, we were created together. And now we have to die together. As brothers, they fight. Fight. Although this fight scene is kind of lackluster, I still like it though. Anyway, equally as on the fight, Golden Freddy removes the costume of Springtrap, revealing his skeleton, his skull. Golden Freddy lost his eye, and they fight for the last time, holding hands. And Springtrap says, "Help me." It reveals to us that Springtrap isn't crazy. He was stuck in a device that controlled him, and nowhere else to go. He said this. This is it. Our story ends here. And then the building exploded. We cut to see the animatronics are fine. But when they get there, the pizzeria was burned. The trader got first. And nowhere else to go. The exam strikes and we get to see a car. Stop. Is it stop? Unfortunately, but fortunately, the story didn't end there. They were saved in the first location. They were served there. Bonnie's the five animatronics were still alive. Very well. Except for the six, which they were still phantoms. They tried to find Golden Freddy, but soon found out that they were dead. We see the remains of Golden Freddy's hat and Springtrap's ear as they celebrate how Golden Freddy saved their lives. But Golden Freddy's still alive. And also Springtrap. They were mad at first, but Golden Freddy explained what happened. Springtrap didn't give up in the fire. He used teleportation to save both of them and Springtrap drags Golden Freddy's body into parts and service and repair his skull. Golden Freddy is back unconscious and was confused at first why Springtrap saved him. Springtrap explained that it wasn't him causing the havoc, it's the device that controlled him to do sinister things. He didn't want this, but when he refused kill, it will cause terrible pain. He can't stand it. So, but Golden Freddy asked him who did it, but he didn't know. Well, that also will explain in the fourth season. Anyway, Fred. Anyway, they real they'll have more sympathy in Springtrap, and his plan is to free the animatronics, return to their bodies, and then he will be gone forever. He he casts a spell, but it fails. But then Golden Freddy steps up and say this, "I'll help you, brother. And also I'm gonna sacrifice my power. Thank you, brother." Together they unite and free the animatronics. They're back in their bodies, hugging and cheerfully speaking. Once more, Bonnie gave Chica what she desired, the costume. She hesitates of whether she will wear the costume. And the final episode, Chica refuses to get the costume because it's more important to her friends and more than appearances. They're proud of her to step in the right direction. And Springtrap leaves, but Freddy forgives him. Even though he causes terrible pain to them in the past, it's all forgiven because it's against his will. They shake hands and they go back to the pizzeria, which is 6 a.m. And then, just seeing the the season, the Fredbear and Springtrap story arc is over. Fortunately, it didn't end. We got to see a cliffhanger of an endoskeleton of a traitor. The traitor who disguised as an endoskeleton, removing his or her costume. He talks to Nightmare in the he or she talk. He talks to the ball like a man, but it reveals it's Nightmare. And this is their conversation went. How's the progress? Everything is almost done, my lord. All the animatronics are in one building. Great. I see and hear that you change your voice. Yes, my lord. Nobody knows who I am. Someday we will rule this world and make it conquered. Season 3 ends with with Nightmare reaching his hand to the camera. And that's, in my thoughts, season 3 is gut wrenching. I really enjoyed the drama. Although it's kind of cringe at sometimes. I still enjoy I still enjoy season 3 with stellar with improving animation, the story arc. Even though it's kind of confusing, the fight scene kind of lacklustered. It could have ended in a music video, but I digress. It's really a solid season. And unfortunately, that's where this is the last time where Zetsu has success. Because in season 4, well, well, there will be another video because, well, your boy Dr. Springlock will explain it while it's done. So anyway, this has really been a nice collaboration, and I'm really thankful for this opportunity. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you, Dr. Springlock, for the good collaboration we had.
So, what did you think? I am probably never going to collaborate again for a while, but I wanted to try it out for the first time. I guess this is the end of it. See you next Wednesday. Remember that YouTube likes to shadow ban a small YouTubers from non-subscribed viewers. In order to play your part, hit the subscribe button, the like button, and the bell because without it, notifications will not be presented to you. This is Dr. Springlock, signing off.